Hey everybody, this is MrBaang _ on Instagram. I'm here with Bread Magazine, getting ready to have a little bit of fun with Davita, see what she's gonna ask me and see what's up.
She wildin', she do her thing, 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 she just wanna shake something, girl, that ass gon' make money. She wildin'.
The editor-in-chief of Spread Magazine, and welcome back to another episode of Spread Speaks. Today, I have the pleasure to chat with my friend, Joel MrBaang Long. And you know what? I was like, that totally sounds like a stripper name. Oh my God, that would be such a great stripper name. Have you thought about it?
It does, and yes, I've heard that before.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
You know, I try to stray away from that.
Oh, okay, of course,
you
of
know,
course.
You know.
Yeah, very good, very good. And here I am bringing it up because I'm just random and stuff. Okay, so
That's
Joel,
cool.
you want me to address you, Joel, MrBaang? Do you have a preference?
Well, recently, since I'm like going into like designer mode,
Yeah.
I've decided that Joel is, of course, is my first name. So yes, you know me as Joel.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I've also just decided to add on the Bang,
Okay.
which is my Instagram tag.
Yeah.
So just went with it. So as a designer, I'm Joel Bang.
Joel
But you can refer to me as Joel.
Joel. Okay, so Joel, who is Joel? If you could describe him, this personality, in about 2 or 3 words.
I would say risky, modern, and relaxed.
And relaxed, okay.
Yeah.
And does that describe your aesthetic, your design aesthetic as well?
Yes, definitely describes my design aesthetic for a
Okay.
crew.
I'm about to throw a curveball. What's your favorite cuss word?
Fuck.
I love fuck too.
So like
it can be used in any situation.
Any fucking situation.
Right, any fucking situation. Where are you from?
I am originally from South Philadelphia.
Okay.
Born and raised there, and then my family relocated to North Carolina in the 90s.
Okay.
So.
They relocated to Charlotte? Or?
We relocated to a city outside of Charlotte, Statesville.
Okay.
About
And so,
45 minutes.
45. So what brought you to Charlotte?
After college, I wanted to work, of course, in a busier city for more job opportunities. So working in banking kind of brought me to Charlotte. And I'm still in banking, which is a good thing that I'm still here in Charlotte. But also moved to Charlotte to really get my foot in the door as far as getting into fashion and getting introduced to the fashion world on a greater scale and becoming more of the artist that I know that I wanted to be.
So, did you go to a design school?
No,
You did
no
not?
design school.
Okay. So, when did you know that you wanted to become a designer? Is this something you've always known for as far as you can remember, or is this a recent kind of decision?
I believe that becoming a designer for me has always been an evolutionary process. I've always been an artist, so starting out as an artist with just papers and charcoals and painting and even sculpting, it was just all an evolutionary process building up to my ultimate niche in art, which is fashion. And so I believe I probably really made the decision early in my 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
That you wanted to just focus
in on fashion, and then from there narrow it down to either designer or stylist or whatever capacity that I felt myself drawn to.
So in your 20s, and when you made this decision to pursue fashion, how did you begin?
Initially, I was in a fashion organization on the campus of my college. So that really kind of piqued my interest because it gave me the availability to be creative and work with different design themes and just like be totally like out of this world as far as creative as I can get. And so that really began stretching my limits. And then when I moved to Charlotte is when I really decided, I was like, okay, well, I want to be a fashion stylist, so I'll just be a fashion stylist.
Right.
And so I just started living it in my head, and it was like it's what my reality became as I began to just really just live it out. Studying magazines, watching fashion shows, keeping up with designs and trends, and just kind of putting myself in the world so that I could just like feel it. Yeah, just kind of absorb it all in. So yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about your line specifically. It's called
Accrue.
Accrue, okay.
Yes.
And for those who don't know, could you describe, well, tell us what that means? How did you come to that name?
Well, accrue is actually a color. It is just a plain, simple, neutral color. By definition, it is the color of raw or unbleached linen. And so the simplicity of the word, it's 4 letters, and the simplicity of the meaning of the word, which is just like, just raw, untouched fabric. And so that just inspired the whole simplicity of the brand.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I want I want it to wear easily. I want you to be able to speak it easily. It doesn't require a whole lot of mouth function. Accrue. It's very simple, and just the meaning behind it, simplicity. So that's how it came to that.
And so your line is for men, it's for women, it's a unisex line.
It is unisex.
Okay.
So it is for both men and women. I am actually wearing the unisex jumper, Bell Shook. And it is actually completely comfortable, and that was my main thing. I wanted it to be really comfortable. I wanted men to be able to wear it because I like to wear comfortable things as a man, and I know women love to wear comfortable things that feel nice on the body.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to really touch both sexes without going too extreme in the other in one direction and going too extreme in the other direction.
Okay. So another random. What's the song that's playing in your head right now? And not the one on the radio.
There really isn't a song playing in my head right now.
Okay, so are you one of those people who like wake up and push play?
Yes.
Do you do that?
Yes, I do that. I do that.
So what kinds of music do you listen to in the morning?
In the mornings, most of the time I listen to like soft meditation music. Like if I'm like feeling like I want to like kind of focus in, and I give gratitude for the beginning of the day, which I always do. But sometimes I wake up to like Italian samba music. There's this artist called Bebel Gilberto. Okay. And I discovered her through Robert Glasper. Love Robert Glasper.
More familiar with that name than the other, but
but and sometimes I wake up to John Coltrane radio, just feeling that old jazz. It just depends on it's always soft music though.
Waking up.
Yeah.
Sure.
Rising music.
Rare. It's good rising music.
Yeah.
So let's go back to talking about design. And so you've been designing for how long now? You just had your launch a few weeks ago,
just
correct?
Had the launch in July, right. But as a designer, probably really revving up to it like at the beginning of this year, 2016. But I mean, I've had sketch pads for years, and like I have so many drawings, and I've always been a designer like on paper, but never translated it into.
Yes. And so now they're becoming real.
Yes, now they are real.
Okay, they are real. And so this is your first design, correct?
Yes, this is my first design.
Of how many? Do you have a sketchbook of your season and you know what's next?
Yes, I do know what's next.
Okay.
And what's next probably won't be till next year in 2017.
So you want to tell your process of how they can order this right now?
Right.
Different colors you want to talk about?
Exactly. So right now, Bell Shook is the unisex jumpsuit. It is available in olive, which is what I have. It's available in bone, black, royal blue, and a jersey gray. And you can visit www.ecrewfashion.com, where you can place your order, and you can also look at check out the lookbook and see other images of the suit and how it wears.
Challenges. Let's talk about the challenges that you faced as a designer, as an artist here in Charlotte. I'm not sure where we want to go first, but let me rewind.
Okay.
How would you describe the state of fashion here in Charlotte, presently, currently, right now? Go.
It is. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's growing. Like
Yes,
people are becoming
indeed.
more like aware of what fashion really is, and like kind of gaining more of an appreciation for it. I feel that that's kind of growing in Charlotte, but it's still got a long way to go. Because it's real, like, it's not pushing the envelope. It's not edgy. It's safe fashion, and that's okay. But like, if you really want to get into the art of fashion and like get the appreciators of fashion out there, like you got to be able to like push the envelope and do something that's totally against or totally like way in left field where everybody else is,
Yeah.
So you really got to be thinking outside the box.
Okay. And so, being that Charlotte is a safe city, has that affected you personally as far as how you design, what you design, who you design for?
It doesn't change my perspective on what I'm designing and who I'm designing it for. Because I don't limit who I'm designing for to this market, which is not my market that I've already understood, but it's definitely a market that I can tap into. But the only thing that it really affects me is that the lack of materials. There are no options for fabric choices for me to just go to an outlet and find the exact fabric that I need. So I have to search outward, and Philly and up north is where I'm getting most of my materials. True. Because it's just accessible.
There's like no fashion district or apparel district here.
Right.
So I completely understand.
Yeah.
So that would be a challenge. So
Right.
what other challenges have you faced as a designer?
The challenge of really having to find the balance between being a business owner as well as being a designer. I am by nature an artist. So like more of my energy wants to go into the art.
And create.
It just create.
Right.
It just,
Right.
go into a room and just make up some dumb shit.
Right.
But, you have to be sensible because, I don't just want this to be my hobby. Like this needs to be my livelihood. And so making it into a real livelihood is where you find the balance, because you want to make sure that you're covering yourself. You want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And just like making sure you're doing right so that you can actually make it into a legit livelihood. So a challenge for me is really paying attention to the business aspect of it and becoming an entrepreneur as well as evolving my art. So that's a challenge.
Okay, understood. So in 5 years, where do you see your brand?
In 5 years, I definitely see my brand being worn all across the country, definitely.
Okay.
I don't really have any plans for a brick and mortar or for like an establishment, because I do want to remain as grassroots as I can, and I want to be as authentic and I want to be as genuine and real as I can on every level.
Sure. Okay.
And so I see more people wearing more of these garments and more of the relaxed look. I see the future being very ecru.
Okay, very ecru. So if not a brick and mortar, do you see yourself in certain stores and certain boutiques? And if so, like which ones?
I could eventually see myself going into that part of retail. I would probably be more geared to small places, maybe like Anthropology.
Love, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, something that just has like a smaller feel, maybe not so much of a
like a monstrous.
A huge department store. Because I like the small feel of being a designer and like having some exclusivity to the garments that you're creating.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you could style anyone, or if you could see a celebrity, say, in your brand, who would that one person be? Like you would just absolutely lose it if so-and-so wears your brand.
There's so
like
many.
Lose it. Like lose it.
Who would I
Okay,
lose
top three then, top three.
Okay, so thanks for giving me top three.
Yeah.
Okay, so definitely, there's so many.
I know. But the very top three, the ones that you would just be like, oh my God, right now I'm in. Who? Like,
okay. Let me think. Give me a minute, because there's so many people. I mean, okay, so I would definitely love to see, of course, who wouldn't, Beyonce.
Of course, okay.
Beyonce,
okay,
no.
Girl. Yes.
I could see her definitely sporting it like how she's on vacation now and like enjoying her family and just kind of hanging out with her, family and stuff. I could definitely see her just.
Oh, what color would you imagine Beyonce in?
The bone.
The bone color. Okay, bone for Beyonce.
Bone for Beyonce.
Okay.
Let me see, who else could I imagine? Let me see. I thought of Erica Campbell.
Erica, yes.
Erica Campbell,
yes,
I could see her definitely.
And she would don what color, darling?
I could definitely see her in the black.
In the black.
Yeah, rocking the black
for
and
Erica.
real good.
Okay. Okay.
And
one more.
One more.
You named both females, by the way. Two females.
Oh, I know
so you have to.
Trust me,
yeah,
I noticed
okay.
that. I definitely noticed that. A male that I could probably, a well-known person that I would definitely love, Lenny Kravitz.
Oh my God! Of course,
Lenny Kravitz.
This is him right here, right?
If I could get Lenny Kravitz to wear one of my garments, I would definitely.
Absolutely. Oh my God! Absolutely. And what color for Lenny?
Lenny would have the olive. Lenny would have the olive.
Right here, okay? This is you right here.
Or the gray.
Or the gray. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Definitely.
So, I think we have to wrap up. Will is giving me that. Let's hurry. So, last but not least, what do you like to spread?
What do I like to spread? Last night I spread some jam over this biscuit.
Hello. Some jam over this biscuit.
But what I really love to spread is just love in any way that I can, you know. And by spreading my art and by designing my clothing and by expressing that is me spreading my love. So spreading love is what I like to spread.
Well, thank you so much for your time,
Thank you
Joel,
very much.
MrBaang. Is there any parting words you want to say, or are we just
visit accruefashion.com to check out how you can get your unisex jumpsuit and how you can rock it just as comfortably as I am.
Another episode.
Thank
you so much. I appreciate it. Until next time. See you later.